This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and this is going to be a short one. We only have one episode this week, which is Superman and Lois episode, titled Holding the Wrench, and that's all we have to go over this week, because there's only one episode, and I think it was a pretty good episode. It was a fun and enjoyable one. It had a good story, interesting twists, and the Lois Lane and Superman stories were both very well done. The stories of the kids were also done good. They each had a leading role in this episode, and didn't feel too overcrowded. Superman's main story was to be interrogating John Henry Irons, while Lois was to be dealing with what happens with Jonathan in this episode. Since they're combined into one story, I'll go over them both. Lois is, of course, looking into the RV, and she is doing it with Jonathan, and after learning about the alternate Earth part, she's starting to get scared after she learns that she's married and they had the daughter, which is the same daughter that she, well, not exactly the same, but the same named daughter that she was going to have with Clark, but she had a miscarriage, which started to bring up her fear, and it was even worse once Jonathan nearly died in the RV, and she kind of snapped at him and had to go to a therapist just trying to go over everything, and that was a pretty well handled storyline and a nice resolution at the end. But if you look at the trailer for next week's, it seems like he's going to do another thing that would be considered dumb, and one of the main things that might motivate him is, since he did see the alternate version of his father killing the alternate version of his mother, and that might terrify him going to Jordan's, who is not very important in this one, but he has been important in other episodes, so that is to be expected. He can be the most important one in every episode, especially since he isn't one of the two leads. So I think there was a really good job done with this story. His relationship with Sarah is interesting. There's also getting us the mini story in this, really just with her and her father as the one with her mother. And even though there was a lot of storylines going along with this episode, I think they handled it pretty well. Like I said earlier, you had like 3 to 5 storylines, with most of them crossing over, that were done all really well. I also really like the way that John Henry Irons is done. He's definitely interesting, and it's finally realizing that the Superman is a good version, which might be changed because Superman might be mind controlled at the end of this or something, and might start to turn. Or we could have it revealed that the mind controlled Superman was on his Earth, and that Superman had no will and was being controlled by the Kryptonians, who are likely being created with X-Kryptonite. But I'm not really sure, that's just a guess. It could go either way, and I really want to see where this show continues. I am excited to see the next episode. I'm coming for next week, and I'll have a lot longer time to go since I'll be going over multiple episodes. And just a few announcements. Starting off Friday, I'm going to do some LEGO reviews. I did about 6 of them earlier today, and they'll be releasing every Friday, so I have guaranteed stuff into early July. And after that, I'm going to be able to film a few more next week. After I get a little better. I'm not saying it's going to be in great quality. I'm just saying that I'm going to do it. And I'm going to start streaming Arkham Knight, since I'm having problems with Arkham Origins, since it's now only showing a quarter of the screen, and I want to try to fix the problem right now. I just want to do night so I don't mess with that game, and then go and finish Origins. But you and I can be able to see a few side missions in that, all parts of them, because that was in a bad stream. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please like the video, leave some comments, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, and may the Force be with you.